Division Auto-Gard versus Rolin panel. Auto-Gard wearing the deep red uniforms while Rolin panel wearing their immaculate whites. Jagodapas bring you the action from courtside here at AYSN Sports Center in the beautiful city of San Juan. First attempt there for Rolin panel by Alec Chua, who is joined by Giant Howe, Zach C, Thomas Puno, and Sean Yu. Kal-El Navarro missing that attempt there. He is on the starting five together with Navy Mariano Mio Naval, Rich Gatchalian and Andres Zapanta. Free throw no good for Kal-El. Navarro. A minute down here in the first quarter. Shot clock down to 15. Three-pointer launched. Hits the back rim. Offensive rebound here for Rolin panel. They go to Zach C. And great stifling defense there from Rich Gatchalian. 10 seconds on the shot clock here. Floater is up, but no good for Zach C. Scramble for the loose ball, and it's a held ball. It will go. It will go the way of Rolin panel. Shot clock down to 9 seconds for the white shirts. Trying to move the ball around, but are they aware of the time on the clock? Ball is loose, and the shot clock buzzer rings off. Rolin panel stays scoreless to start off this ball game. Navy. Great hands from Navy Mariano, but a counter steal completed by Zach C. Jared Howe to make that shot. Zach C, offensive rebound. Fresh 14 on the shot clock. He goes back to the three-point line, but misses. Offensive rebound and miss for Alex Chua, and it's helter-skelter basketball right here for Rolin panel as they're down 6 points and 0 field goals so far in this one. Question is, can Thomas Puno get 2 points on the board from the line? First free throw, a little sharp. Five minutes and 16 remaining. 0 for 2 from the line. Rolin panel gets offensive rebound, and Jared Howe gets the first field goal of the ball game for Rolin panel right on time as we have our mandatory substitution. So we got our second unit on the floor for both squads. And there's a great defensive stop for Rolin Panel off that mid-quarter swap. Angus 10 got rejected on that last play. Angus 10 relocates. 3 on the way. Bingo time for Aaron C. They rule it as a long 2 though. Angus 10, Skylar N, Lance King, Aaron C, and Aiden C on the floor for Rolin Panel. And this time Angus 10 off that defensive stop by Rolin Panel. Oh, another stop here for Rolin Panel. They are starting to roll. The hoop, the horn, the 3-point play the hard way. Aaron C was able to get that foul on Keen Chua. And Auto-Gard quickly burns a timeout as they're starting to stumble here in the latter half of the first quarter. This timeout brought to you by Park Access. For Aaron C, and he connects on the bonus. Now it's 6 points as his long 2 earlier was ruled as a 3-point shot. And now great hustle defense here for Rolin Panel, and that is your Nova Wellness Store best defensive play of the quarter. And Skylar Ann with that all architectural hardware best offensive play of the quarter. Oh wow! This second unit of Rolin Panel is rolling today. So that's Angus 10 at the free throw line for 2. And the second unit of Auto-Gard led by Leander Chua, Keen Chua, Jacob Lim, Julian Magallanes, and Dhruv Monani. Right now they're in a world of trouble as Auto-Gard has not yet scored since the first half of this first quarter, and they're now down by 8 points, just like that. Look at that unorthodox free throw shooting form there for Aaron C. If you know your basketball history, you do know Hal Greer, and as they say, if you know, you know. A steal completed here by Aaron C. To the lane he goes, but no dice. Keen Chua still with the basketball. Give it up to Leander Chua. Not much that Auto-Gard could do, especially with their spacing lacking. A miss there from close range for Keen Chua. Loose ball won there by Dhruv Monani. And finally, the second unit of Auto-Gard with their first field goal. It took them a little over 2 minutes to do so. Rolin Panel now on their half-court sets. Skylar Ang missing from point blank. Julian Magallanes throws the ball away. Skylar Ang with the runner. No good. Aiden C decides to relocate and reset and fires it from the right wing. 19-9. Another steal, this time by Angus 10. And there is a foul on the play by Keen Chua. 2 minutes and 27 left here in the opening period. Baseline inbound here by Rolin Panel, and a traveling violation called against Skylar Ang as he shuffled his feet and danced to the wrong beat. Monani, double team, had to give it up to Keen Chua. Chua now attacking. Keen Chua tries to drop it off, and again, the spacing becoming an issue here for Auto-Gard, and they turn the ball over. Only one field goal since the first 5 minutes of this first quarter for Auto-Gard. Aaron C. sends it out to Lance King. Aaron C. again attacking, misses. It will stay with Rolin Panel with 5 seconds on their shot clock. And Rolin Panel will burn their timeout here in the first quarter. And this timeout brought to you by Park Access. 5 seconds on the shot clock here for Rolin Panel coming off their own timeout. They only have 2 after that doesn't hit the rim. And hold on, our referees noticed that the ball did not hit the rim twice, and they retroactively call it as a shot clock violation. 19-9 is our tally. 1:28 remaining here in the opening period. And again, this second unit of Auto-Gard having a hard time bringing the ball to their side of the floor. Rolin Panel now. They get another lease on life here. And the drive to the basket by Skylar Ang is good. 21-9 is our tally. Keen Chua. And it might be an 8-second violation here, but they sneak right through. Leander Chua lost the basketball, and it will stay with Auto-Gard with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Duruv Manani, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound Skylar Ang. And breaking away is Angus Tan. Angus Tan says, see you later. 23-9. Rolin Panel is rolling late here in the first quarter. Another steal by Aaron King and finishes. Another steal and another bucket right here for Rolin Panel. 18 seconds left here in the first period. 27-9. What a ball game so far for Rolin Panel. Late in the first quarter, Angus 10 with that finish, and that will end the first quarter of action. Auto-Gard held to just 2 points in the final 5 minutes of play here in the first quarter, and Rolin Panel leading 29-9 after 1. We'll be right back with more action here in the Stallion Kids World Cross Conference 12 and under division. The 10th Stallion Kids Gold Cross Security and Investigation Agency Conference is presented to you by Gold Cross Security and Investigation Agency, All Architectural Hardware, Nova Wellness Store, Uniled, Park Access, and Auto-Gard. Second quarter of action begins, and Aaron C. continues where he left off in the latter half of the first quarter. It's now a 31-9 lead for Rolin Panel. Another stop by Rolin Panel allows them to keep possession, and now Auto-Gard gets a stop of their own. Ball now with Rich Gatchalian. He sends it to the corner to Navy Mariano. Here's the first unit of Auto-Gard earlier that went on a 7-0 tear. Aaron C. attacks and finishes with the right. Back-to-back baskets to start this second quarter. Once again, this is Yagoda Pass bringing you the action from the AYSN Sports Center, San Juan City. Drive to the basket and the finish for Navy Mariano. First basket for Auto-Gard since around the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. Another drive to the hole this time. Aaron C. not so lucky. And there's a foul called against Alec Chua of Rolin Panel. Now Navy Mariano having a hard time against Angus Tan. Jacob Lim attacking. No siree. High off the glass, a reverse miss for Rich Gatchalian. And now Rolin Panel running, and Angus Tan nearly got it in, save for that last second miss, but he gets that steal, and that is your Nova Wellness Store best defensive play of the quarter. 17 on the shot clock. Aaron C. Now they're swinging it around. Alec Chua. They go to Aaron C. Aaron C. attacks, drops it off. Nice find to Alec Chua, and that is your Uniled best assist of the quarter. And what a start now for Rolin Panel after going cold in the first 4 minutes of the ball game. All of a sudden they turned up the Jets and they are leading by 24 points, 35-11. 7 minutes and 25 remaining here in the second period. Navy Mariano sends it out to Durov Monani. Back to Mariano. Three-pointer rattles out. Ball recovered here by Rolin Panel. Aaron C. And great stop there from Rich Gatchalian. And now Navy Mariano looking at his options here. Give it up to Durov Monani. Monani swings it. Three on the way. Rich Gatchalian couldn't make that three-point attempt. Alec Chua with the rebound. 6 minutes and 45 left before we hit the halftime break. Angus Tan sends it out. Thomas Puno. Shot no good. Offensive rebound. Alec Chua could not hit. Aaron C. drives again, but couldn't make that shot this time around. Navy Mariano. Head above shoulders, above the pack, and it's a see you later. 35-13, 6 minutes and 12 remaining here in the second. Angus Tan, harassed here by Navy Mariano. Aaron C. sends it to the corner. Alec Chua couldn't make that three. Long ball recovery here by Angus Tan. Tan launches a three of his own. Left it short. Durov Monani. Offensive rebound. Or defensive rebound rather, but Durov Monani gets called for a dribbling violation. 5 minutes and 44 remaining here in the second quarter. Aaron C. attacks. Tried to sidestep against Andres Zapanta, but Zapanta could not be fooled. Angus Tan gave it up to Alec Chua, elbow three. That one short, and he got to tap his own miss to Tomas Buno. Three on the way. It's an air ball for Aaron C. Loose ball recovered by Rolin Panel again. They only got 5 on the shot clock, but there's a foul against Auto-Gard. Bailout call that allows Rolin Panel to reset their possession. But we have reached the halfway point of the second quarter, and we got our mandatory platoon swaps. Again, the 10th Stallion Kids Gold Cross Security and Investigation Agency Conference is brought to you by All Architectural Hardware, Nova Wellness Store, Uniled, Park Access, and Auto-Gard. And Auto-Gard burns the final timeout of the first half, and it's brought to you by Park Access. $14 on the shot clock here for Rolin Panel, coming off that last timeout by Auto-Gard. 5 minutes left here in the first half, and Rolin Panel finally found their footing after that slow start in the first 4 minutes of the first quarter. 35-13 is our tally. It's a 22-point advantage. What a swipe from Zach C. And he is going, gone. 37-13 is our tally. 4 minutes and 33 left here in the second period. And Leandro Chua went around the world and back without passport or authorization. Traveling violation. Easy call by our officiating crew. Zach C. now at the front court. Sends it over to Skylar Ang. Ang tries to drive baseline, but he was called for a dribbling violation. Got caught drooling on one side of the pillow. Under 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Mio Naval to Leandro Chua. Now they swing it to the left wing, and that sweeping hook missed by Khalil Navarro. Leandro Chua to Keen Chua. Shot clock down to 8. And a foul first called against Rolin Panel, and it's against Jared Howe. Three minutes and 34 remaining here in the second quarter. Runner is good for Mia Naval. Zach C. to the front court now. Feeds it to Lance King. Aiden C. long two, no good. Offensive rebound, Jared Howe. And the ball got swiped from his hands, and a foul is called on Jared Howe as he fell on top of the head of Khalil Navarro. Bit of a dangerous play there. 3 minutes left here in the first half. Mia Naval floats it up and in. 39-17 is our tally. Down to the last 3 minutes of the second. Skylar Ang feeds the ball down low, but Aiden C. could not connect. Second try, and it's good for Skylar Ang. 41-17. This has become a massacre this early. But of course, we've got one more half to play. As they say, the ball is round in basketball. Anything can happen, and I've seen the strangest things happen in basketball. Now, the task for the Auto-Guard coaching staff is how do you make these kids recover from that devastating end of that second half of the first quarter? As you see another transition layup there for Skylar Ang, and that is your all architectural hardware best offensive player of the quarter. Skylar Ang had his dribble bothered by the Auto-Guard defense. 3 on the way, but a miss by Zach C. Mio Naval crosses the timeline. They only have 15 on the shot clock. Naval floats it up too strong. And long rebound, one there by Keen Chua. Leander Chua nearly gets a 3-point play, but he will instead head to the line for a pair of foul shots. Free throw is no good for Leander Chua. 43-17 is our tally. The miss there by Keen Chua. And now Rolin Panel is off to the races again. Zach C attacks. Couldn't make that layup. Loose ball recovered here by Jared Howe. And there's a toss-up that held ball. It will go Auto-Guard's way with 1:07 remaining. Or as the kids say nowadays, 6-7 seconds here in the second quarter. Auto-Gard having a hard time crossing the timeline yet again, and that's been their story here in the first half of action, especially that Rolin Panel. They've been stingy on the defensive end. 50 seconds left here in the second quarter. Ball now with Zach C. Hands it off to Lance King. Skylar Ang steps through, and ball stolen away by one of the diminutive players for Auto-Gard, that is Kalel Navarro. Skylar Ang gets called for the foul for Rolin Panel. So now it's Kalel Navarro going to the other side of the court to their free throw line for 2 shots. First of 2 is good for Kalel Navarro. So far today, Navarro with 3 points and 4 rebounds, make that 4 and 4. Skylar Ang floats it up to no avail. Another opportunity here created by Zach C. 12 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Skylar Ang. Ang lost the ball on the way to the basket, but he gets a steal. Skylar Ang attacks, gets rejected by Leander Chua. 8 seconds left on the game clock. Another steal by Rolin Panel. Zach C. 3, 2, loses the basketball, and not enough time here for Rolin Panel to create. At the halftime break, Rolin Panel is rolling against Auto-Gard, 43-19. We will have second half of action on the other side of this break. This is your 10th Stallion Kids Gold Cross Security and Investigation Agency Conference. Your 10th Stallion Kids Gold Cross Conference brought to you by Gold Cross Security and Investigation Agency, All Architectural Hardware, Nova Wellness Store, Uniled, Park Access, and Auto-Gard. And that is not a typo, folks. Rolin panel with that enormous lead against Auto-Gard to start the third quarter, 43-19. Diego Del Paz bringing you the action from the AYSN Sports Center in the heart of beautiful San Juan City. If we're going to take a look at the main culprit as to why Auto-Gard is down this big, 20 steals by Rolin panel. And that resulted in 25 turnovers for Auto-Gard Car Care. Also, but the shooting not too far in between. Both teams shooting above 30%. Rolin panel 33% shooting. And of course, not to mention, both teams attempting 9 free throws each, but Rolin panel making 6 of them versus Auto-Gard shooting only 2. Leading scorers so far for both sides. For Auto-Gard, it's Mariano with 9, Naval and Navarro, and let's see, that's Kalel Navarro with 4, while for Rolin panel, Aaron C with 14. Then you've got Angus Tan and Skylar Ang with 8 points apiece. Eight minutes and 25 remaining here in the third quarter. We got 2 more games coming your way. Up next, it will be Charm Pet Food against Starbucks in our second game. And then in our main game later on, it will be Eagle Professional Tools taking on AF Aviators. That's a traveling violation called against Rich Dacharian. 8:04 remaining here in the third quarter. It's been a nightmare of a ball game, and it's a backcourt violation called against Zach C. Three-pointer missed there by Rich Gatchalian. Now let's see what Sean Yu could do here. And that was a great tap from Navy Mariano. Could have been a steal, but instead it will stay with Rolin panel. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Ball with Alec Chua, and that's a push right there for Navy Mariano. Clear as the light of day. And it's a tale as old as time and a song as old as rhyme. Ball will stay here with Rolin panel. Downhill attack, Zach C. It will stay with Rolin panel. Great stop for Auto-Gard. And Rolin panel will talk things over this timeout. Brought to you by Park Access. Panel, they want to just tighten the screws in that last timeout. They go to Alec Chua at the corner, but short on that jumper. Second lease on life for them, but unfortunately, Sean Yu only hit backboard on that last shot. And there's a pushing foul called against Skylar Ang. Auto-Gard car care dodged a bullet there. 7:05 remaining here in the third quarter. Navy Mariano sends it over to Skylar, to Rich Gatchalian, but a miss. Now here comes Rodney D. Got tripped up there. Six minutes and 43 remaining here in the third quarter. Zach C. Straight away three. No. Rich Gatchalian with the rebound. Gatchalian forwards a pass here to Navy Mariano. Mariano attacks, floats it up, and well short and well defended by Skylar Ang. Alec Chua slaloming through the defense like an Olympic skier, but could not finish. Instead, he will head to the line for two shots. Rich Gatchalian will get called for that last foul. Will be two from the line here for Alec Chua. Chua couldn't hit the first so far in this ball game. Alec Chua with 2 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. He goes 1 for 2 from the line for 3 points in total. Back in ball game goes Angus Tan, replacing Zach C. 5 minutes and 54 left here in the third. Rich Gatchalian forwards it to Khalel Navarro, and Navarro from close range. 46-24 is our tally. Angus Tan with the handoff to Alec Chua. Now to Rodney D. They go to the corner. Angus Tan hits the side of the backboard. And now Khalel Navarro gives it forward to Navy Mariano, but that pass was a little too long. Alec Chua recovers a loose ball. He spins, loses control of the leather, and it goes out of bounds, going back the way of Auto-Gard. Aaron C. returns to the ball game as he replaces Alec Chua. 5 minutes and 14 left here in the third quarter. Leander Chua out, and in comes Keen Chua for Auto-Gard. Again, that stifling defense from Rolin panel. And Angus Tan says, "See you later." 48-24. So it's basically double the output of Auto-Gard. Talking about Rolin panel. But right there, Khalel Navarro scores underneath to cut their deficit down to 22. 48-26. 4 minutes and 37 left here in the third quarter. Rodney D, the handoff to Aaron C. Cross-court pass. They go to Angus Tan. Tan, nice feed down low to Sean Yu. Yu lost the handle there on the way up, so that was not a clean shot. But Auto-Gard tapped the ball last out of bounds. And it's a two-man swap for Rolin panel before they inbound the basketball with 3 seconds left on their shot clock. 3 to shoot. 3 on the way. Bingo time! And Zach Z extends their advantage further. And Auto-Gard calls timeout. And that is your all-architectural hardware best offensive play of the quarter as we segue into the Spark Access timeout. 4 minutes and 20 left here in the third quarter. And my oh my, Rolin panel. They needed just 4 minutes to wake up. And they're managing to pull away here from Auto-Gard. 51-26 is our tally. And Auto-Gard Car Care, they really need to get their act going here. Ball now with Aaron C. The kick out to the wing. Aiden C. with a baseline J. 53-26. Plenty of time remaining in this ball game. 13 minutes. But with Auto-Gard fumbling the basketball just like that and not generating much offense, it would be hard for them to make a comeback here. 6 on the shot clock. Corner 3, that's long and strong for Rich Gatchalian. And here comes the attack by Rolin Panel. Great stop from Auto-Gard. Navy Mariano anticipating that pass and gets a steal. Duruv Monani gave it up here. Mio Naval short on the 3. Aaron C. with the rebound. Aaron C. recovers the loose ball. They swing it to Angus Stan. Left wing jumper, no good. Offensive rebound here for Rolin Panel. They give it up here to Aiden C. Drives and gets the foul in the process. And the foul is on Mia Naval. So out goes Navy Mariano as well as Keen Chua. There'll be 2 free throws for Aiden C. With 2 minutes and 35 remaining here in the third quarter. Aiden C. First free throw off to the left. Second free throw is good. 1 out of 2 from the line. And Leander Chua will head back into the ball game as he replaces Rich Gatchalian. Two and a half to go here in the third quarter. Forward pass here goes to Julian Magallanes, but his pocket got picked there by Zach C. And a breakaway to the finish there. 2 minutes and 15 left here in the third. 56-26. 1 month lead for Rolin Panel, and they get another steal. Aaron C. dishes it to Zach C. And that is your Unilev best assist of the quarter. And that was started off with our Nova Wellness Store best defensive play of the quarter. 1 minute and 52 left here in the third quarter. Auto-Gard will have possession. So Jacob Lim replaces Duruv Monani. Neo Naval launches it from the right wing. That one did hit iron, and Aiden C just let it bounce out of bounds. Minute and 33 left here in the third. Zach C short on the 3. Leander Chua with the rebound. 1 minute and 22 left here in the period. And Aaron C. outlet pass gives it to Zach C. off the glass and in. 1 minute and 9 remaining here in the third quarter. And it's 60-26. 34-point advantage for Rolin Panel. Neo Naval, the runner, no. Leander Chua, second try, gets fouled, and he will head to the line for 2. Leander Chua heads to the line for two. Takes and makes the first. Chua second. No good. Long rebound won here by Mia Naval. Leander Chua gets fed. That one overshot the mark. Second try, and it's good for Leander Chua. 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. Rolin Panel. Their lead down to 31. Zach C misses that three on the second try. Aiden C iron deficient on the jumper. 22 seconds left here in the period, and Auto-Gard throws it away. Zach C with a steal, and his shot bobbled. 14 seconds left. Shot clock is off for Auto-Gard. Here comes the drive. Mia Naval breakaway. 5 seconds left for Rolin Panel. We have one more shot at the basket here. The runner by Zach C. No. Could have gone in and could have counted had it went in. At the end of three, Rolin Panel leading Auto-Gard 60-31. And we got one more quarter of play here in this Rolin Panel Auto-Gard matchup here in the 10th Stallion Kids Gold Cross Conference 12 and under division. Opening weekend action continues here in the 10th Stallion Kids Gold Cross Conference. Here in the 12 and under division, is brought to you by Gold Cross Security and Investigation Agency, All Architectural Hardware, Nova Wellness Store, Uniled, Park Access, and Auto-Gard. Rolin Panel holding on to the 60-33 lead as we start the fourth quarter of play. Jagadal Paz bringing the action from the AYSN Sports Center, San Juan City. Rodney D airballs that jumper. Leander Chua gets the rebound. Navy Mariano back in the fold here for Auto-Gard. Mariano found the seam, attacks it, couldn't get that layup to drop. Ball will go back to Rolin Panel. .903 left here in the fourth quarter. Alec Chua now to the front court. What a zip pass there to Tomas Puno, but he got quickly double teamed. Great stop there from Leander Chua, but throws the ball away to Rodney D. Alec Chua attacking, takes a pass, and gets rejected by Leander Chua. Another turnover for Auto-Gard. They need to be more patient with their passing. Ball lost in the hands of Sean Yu. Recovered by Alec Chua. Tomas Puno overshoots the mark on that jumper. Shot clock down to 10. Ball did not hit the rim for Rolin Panel. There's a reach-in foul, or should we say an offensive foul called against Alec Chua as he tried to prevent Navy Mariano from breaking away. Eight minutes and 17 remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. Coming up next, it will be Charm Pet Food against Starbucks. And later on, it will be Eagle Professional Tools against AF Aviators to close out opening weekend here in the 10th Stallion Kids Gold Cross Conference. 15 on the shot clock and a wild shot there by Navy Mariano. Another tie-up. This time the ball will go the way of Rolin Panel. Under 8 minutes to go in this ball game. Pressure defense applied here against Sean Yu. Yu breaks away and he gets called for a traveling violation. (60-33) is our tally. And for Auto-Gard, with this game already well beyond reach at this point, they just need to build on the good habits that they need to do to find a way and win the rest of their slate here next week. On next Sunday, they will be facing Starbucks in the 5:30 p.m. matchup. 7:09 remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. 3 on the way, and it's no good for Lance King. Navy Mariano was able to break away from the pack, going for the reverse, and it's good. And looks like Rolin Panel stuck at 60 points for quite a while now. But luckily for Rolin Panel, it's only a 4-0 start. Or should we say a 6-0 start rather for Auto-Gard. They haven't been able to chew into the lead that much. Leander Chua. Emergency save there for Dhruv Mandani. Shot clock violation as Monani not aware of the shot clock winding down. 6 minutes and 25 left here in the ball game. Aaron C attacking, floats it up, and then finally Rolin Panel breaks through their scoreless streak to start the fourth quarter. Runner missed by Rich Gatchalian. One and done possession for Auto-Gard. Angus Stan got shut out from behind by Navy Mariano. Of course, at the end of this ball game, we'll declare our all architectural hardware best player of the game. Angus Stan, now they feed it to Aaron C. Corner 3 on the way. That's short for Alec Chua. Alel Navarro with the rebound, but having a hard time finding friends here. Dhruv Monani had the ball poked away from his hands. Angus Stan with the steal and finding Aaron C for that bucket down low. 5 minutes and 15 left here in the fourth quarter. Drive to the basket and counts for Rich Gatchalian. Plus one opportunity for Auto-Gard. Zach C into the ball game for Alec Chua. Bonus shot time for Rich Gatchalian. Gatchalian hits the bonus. He's got 6 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists to his name. Steal completed here by Gatchalian. Nice find to Navy Mariano. And that is your Uniled Best Assist of the Quarter that was started through that Nova Wellness Store Best Defensive Play of the Quarter. Another unforced error there for Rolin Panel. 4 minutes and 42 left here in the ball game. Dhruv Monani with the inbound. He gets the ball back at the left wing. Shot clock down to 9. Navy Mariano attacking. Mariano slips through but couldn't make that layup. Second lease on life here for Auto-Gard. 3 on the way, and it's no good for Rich Gatchalian. Long rebound by Angus Stan. Outlet pass to Zach C. Gets the finish. And that is your all architectural hardware best offensive here in the final frame. Navy Mariano give it up here to Rich Gatchalian. That one left short. Here comes the rack attack. Zach C. Oh! That ball rolled too fast for his own good. And it goes out of bounds. Three minutes and 50 left in the ball game. Monani spins, fires from the elbow, no. Long rebound one here by Angus Tan. Tan with the feed and the finish with the right hand for 68-42. Still in favor here of Rolin panel. So they took the lead late in the first quarter and never relinquished that. As it counts for Leander Chua. +1. Bonus shot opportunity for Leander Chua. Bonus shot no good for Leander Chua. We are now down to midnight hours of this first of 3 games to open up the 12 and under division of your 10th Stallion Kids Gold Cross Conference. Again, up next it will be Charm Pet Food against Starbucks in the second of our 3 games today. 2 minutes and 35 remaining. They feed the ball inside to Leander Chua, and he got fouled on that play. You got to give our kudos to Auto-Gard's Navy Mariano, 13 points, 1 assist and 3 steals in this one. For Rolin panel, our top candidate for our all architectural hardware best player of the game, Aaron C. with 18 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 6 steals. Wow, so 6 of the team's 31 steals in the ball game. Courtesy of Aaron C. as we are down to the last 2 minutes. Brought to you by Park Access. Another steal there, and the bucket by Rich Gatchalian. Minute and 45 remaining in the ball game. Jared Howe. Zach C. straightaway 3 in and out. Rich Gatchalian forwards it to Leander Chua. Chua attacks. Leander Chua with a right-handed finish. And this is what you want if you're Auto-Gard. You'd want to at least finish this the right way. Still not give up on this ball game. .104 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Navy Mariano goes on the offensive here. Feed downstairs to Mia Naval. 43 seconds left. And Rolin Panel will be the first team on top of the team standings. Navy Mariano gets the finish. "23 seconds left." Though this Rolin Panel lead starting to shrink here. Jumper is in and out for Tomas Puno. All scorers here for Rolin Panel. Actually, all players who entered this ball game, save for Rodney D and Tomas Puno, scoring for Rolin Panel. 12-point win here for Rolin Panel. This is your 10th Stallion Kids Gold Cross Conference, and we just witnessed Rolin Panel rolling through Auto-Gard in this opening game in the 12 and under division, 68-56. And with us right now is our all architectural hardware best player of the ball game. Amazing performance from this young man. 18 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and a whopping 6 steals. None other than Aaron C. of Rolin Panel. Aaron, during that first quarter, the starting unit of your team did not perform up to par, but when you came onto the floor with the rest of your second unit, what was on your mind and you wanted to push, especially on defense?
I had to bow it for my best friend Zach, because I know that's not his usual game. So I had to lock in.
And then from there, Aaron, your team was able to steamroll through Auto-Gard. Can you tell us what your coach reminded you throughout the game?
He told us to press and work hard, even if we're winning by a lot, we still have to work hard.
Okay, Aaron, the floor is yours to give your shout outs and of course to give thanks to all those supporting you and the rest of Rolin Panel.
First, shout out to God, shout out to Jack, Lance, Alex, Eli, here, Tomas, and my family, everyone who came, and Zach again because he wants.
Alright, congratulations to Rolin Panel for winning that opening game here in the 12 and under division of your 10th Stallion Kids Gold Cross Conference. Coming up next, it's Charm Pet Food against Starbucks as we continue action here in the 10th Stallion Kids Gold Cross Conference.